This man grabbed his own throat, and instantly, the news anchor's voice on TV went haywire. The anchor panicked and started stuttering. His co-host hurried to hand him a glass of water, and only then did he barely recover. All the while, the man was secretly pulling the strings from afar. He messed with the anchor's teleprompter, making random letters and nonsense flash across the screen. His colleagues were stunned. They checked the equipment again and again, but no one could figure out what was happening. The truth was, this man had just been given the power of God. A few days earlier, he was just an ordinary guy whose life couldn't get any worse. Late for work, yelled at by his boss, his story stolen by coworkers. That night, he looked up at the sky in anger, shouting about how unfair God was, saying that if he were God, he'd do a better job. The next day, he actually got a phone call from heaven. He was guided to an old, abandoned building. When the elevator doors opened, a black janitor stood there with a mop, smiling. "Hello, I'm God." The man thought it was a prank show, but this so-called God knew everything about his past and possessed miraculous powers. That's when he realized this wasn't a joke. God decided to let him experience what it's like to be God. At first, he was skeptical until he split a bowl of tomato soup with just his thoughts. Only then did he believe he really had divine power. He used it to get revenge on his enemies, to manipulate the moon closer to Earth just to impress his girlfriend. In only a few days, he became the most powerful man in the world, successful, admired, and loved. But happiness quickly turned to chaos. The romantic moon caused massive tides and flooding. He granted everyone's prayers with a single yes. Thousands won the lottery at once, and the world fell into disorder. His girlfriend left him, and he completely broke down. Then, God appeared again, smiling gently. Parting the soup isn't a miracle. A miracle is when people still choose to love, even in the darkest times. He finally understood. God's power isn't about control, it's about compassion and responsibility. In the end, he gave up his divine powers, returned to his ordinary life, went back to work, learned to be grateful, and chose to love the people around him with all his heart.